I was in northern North Carolina. I was driving. I used to live in Savannah, Georgia, and my family is from western Pennsylvania. And one night I had left, my mom's house pretty late. So hitting the road, this incident happened about 2 a.m, and it was about 15 miles south of the Virginia, North Carolina line on 95. And what happened, it was bizarre. And I'll kind of like you, I'll try to keep this as short as possible. But it was one of those sections in 95 where there was a really wide median, and it's almost like a mini forest in there with the trees and stuff, and kind of in a. So I remember I was coming around to bend, and off in the distance, I saw this big black figure on the inside, and it just went down slowly. And I was like, well, that's weird. So as I was getting closer, I slowed down. By the way, I think I might have been the only car in this area at 2 a.m, on 95. But as I'm slowing down, all of a sudden, what I saw, honest to God, it blew my mind. I think it like short-circuited my brain for a while. So there's the guardrail. All I saw were arms, but like halfway the forearm up. It was that reddish brown fur, and as it got to the hand, it looked like it was either very short hair or bare. And the thing that really stuck in my head were the fingernails. And I know that's such a small, silly detail. And the weirdest part for me, so I've been obsessed with Bigfoot since I was a little kid. I remember getting those big, thick Cabela catalogs with my dad, and I would go through and circle all the stuff that we'd need for our Bigfoot hunting expedition. I'm like 7 years old planning, and we've never done that, by the way. But what was weird for me is, I have thought about this my entire life. I was probably 5 miles down the road before I realized, like, holy shit, is that a fucking Bigfoot? Like my brain was not seriously, it was my brain didn't know how to comprehend what I was seeing. And you'd think somebody who has had a lifelong interest in this, I'd be like, that's a Bigfoot. But my brain, it was just this otherworldly thing. And I remember I called my mom. It was 2:30 in the morning. She's like, what the hell do you want? I'm like, Mom, I saw a Bigfoot. She's like, you're insane. Pull over and get a hotel. You must be really tired. I'm like, no, Mom, I swear to God. And I went down to the next exit, turned around, kind of added, 2 hours to my trip. And I wanted to find where it was. And I was never able to find where did I see that again? Because I was like, maybe there's a footprint or maybe there's something there. And I wasn't able to find that location. But in my head, I always try to be very careful. So when I tell people this story, I make it clear. I'm like, to be perfectly honest, I am not saying it was a Bigfoot, but if it wasn't a Bigfoot, I don't know what the hell it was. Cause I grew up in the woods of Pennsylvania. There's nothing with hands, it had to be that.